In this part, I will give you an overview of the possibilities that cOLT offers us within Catia Magic. I will explain this using the available menus and submenus. These depend on which element I select. For example, I can select a package, or I can select a normal element that is not yet linked to the Windchill. There is also an element that is already linked to it. By clicking on the right mouse button, the cOLT submenu appears at the bottom depending on the selected element. In this case, it is the package. I have different cOLT submenu items here. Firstly, Update Elements allows me to check all elements below the selected package and sub-packages for updates. If there are any updates in Windchill, these would all be marked with a suspect flag. Find Suspect. Windchill Elements means whenever elements have changed on the Windchill side and the corresponding linked elements in Catia Magic are below the selected package and sub-packages, they would be listed in a list with suspect elements. By clicking on Create Package from Folder, I can create a sub-package that is simultaneously linked to a folder in Windchill. We can also link selected package to folder in Windchill. We can decide if we would like to override the name of package in Catia Magic Draw. I can create a new block from part under this selected package, which is also linked to a part in Windchill. Furthermore, I can import a whole list of blocks that are dependent on the contents of a folder in Windchill and connect them at the same time. I can create a new block from version part under this selected package, which is also linked to a specific version part in Windchill. Furthermore, I can import a whole list of blocks based on versions parts from the selected Windchill folder and connect them at the same time. Similarly, to parts I can create critical parameter from Windchill standard control characteristic. Critical parameter is specific Catia requirement. Furthermore, I can import a whole list of critical parameters based on standard control characteristic from the selected Windchill folder and connect them at the same time. The last one is a submenu that is specific to Windchill. This means that further submenus are made available to me via the submenu. In these, I can manipulate objects in Windchill. So I can create a new folder in Windchill based on selected Catia package and link the two together. I can create a new block in Catia Magic and a new part in Windchill at the same time and link them two together. I can create a new block in Catia Magic and a new version part in Windchill at the same time and link them two together. I can create a new critical parameter in Catia Magic and a new standard control characteristic in Windchill at the same time and link them two together. Whenever I select an action that requires authentication in Windchill, a login window appears. Once per session, I log in and find myself as a user in Windchill, to whom all rights and visibility for the session are assigned. However, if I want to log out from the session, I can use the logout action from top menu. It is completely different if I select a normal element, in this case, a block, which is not yet connected to Windchill. The following commands are then available to me with the right mouse button. I can link this element to a part in Windchill. In the first case, the title and description of the element are retained in Catia Magic. For the next command, it is similar. I can connect the two elements, but in this case, I would also transfer the information. That means title and description from Windchill to the Catia Magic elements. I can link this element to a version part in Windchill and once again retain or override Catia element name. I then have another Windchill specific command at my disposal. I can create a new part in Windchill based on the selected element and its information such as title and description. In the case of requirement, we can convert it to critical parameter based on Windchill stan-ordered control characteristic data. An element that is already connected to the Windchill can be recognized by the small arrow that represents a hyperlink. When I select them again with the right mouse button, new commands are available. I can jump directly to the corresponding element in Windchill. I can update this block. I can update this block and override Catia element name. If, as mentioned, changes were made in the Windchill, this would be recognized and a suspect flag would be set. And finally, I can break the link between the selected element. In this case, the block and the Windchill part. The Windchill specific menus afford me the following capabilities. I can delete the block in Catia Magic and the corresponding part in Windchill. I can unlink block and leave specific stereotype and tags data. I can carry out an update on both pages at the same time. Here we have linked requirement. Firstly, I can jump directly to the element in Windchill via follow link to Windchill. I can update the critical parameter as already explained. This checks whether there is a change in Windchill. If so, there will be a suspect flag. I can accept the title and description by selecting the next menu item as previously mentioned. And finally, I can convert this critical parameter into a normal requirement and resolve the link to the corresponding Windchill stan-ordered control characteristic. The Windchill specific menus afford me the following capabilities. I can unlink critical parameter and leave specific stereotype and tags data. I can delete the critical parameter in Catia Magic and the corresponding requirement in Windchill. I can carry out an update on both pages at the same time. Please note that the standard cOLT menus shown here can be easily customized to your specific requirements. This was the e-learning video with the topic Catia Magic Menus. Thank you for your attention and interest in cOLT. See you next time.